Hello everyone, welcome to my stream again. Welcome, いらっしゃいませ. Wapuru people, sawadika. Hello everyone. So today we are going to continue our talk about my trip, except this time we'll probably talk a little bit more about my trip in China. Hello. So let me start pulling up pictures again. Thank you, Duncan's donation. ありがとう、コップンか。Thank you. 谢謝. So, when I left Thailand, I think Thailand was around 26, 27 degree. Definitely less than 30, like between 25 to 30. And guess what's the temperature of my hometown? So my hometown is Sichuan, Chengdu. And it was, how many degree? Let me think. It was like 6. So a drastic temperature change. It went from 27 to 6 degree. I had to put a lot of clothes on when I was in the airport so that I don't die from coldness. And the first thing my mom saw me, she was like, "Ugh, your jacket is not like thick enough. I brought you like new clothes." And then she just handed me over a lot of really, really thick clothes I don't have in Australia because our winter isn't that cold. And I think by the time we arrived home, it was like 3 a.m. And it was like 3 degrees. The temperature even dropped. Cold is fine as long as there is no rain or wind. I agree. I personally prefer cold weather more, but it really depends on how cold it is. Like, Sichuan is like in the middle towards south. So in China, the north is a lot colder than the south. So south is generally still above 0 degree. So in winter it's like 0 to 10 degree. But in the north, it's negative. When it becomes negative, I don't know if I prefer negative or like 35 degree. If it was 35 degree, I'd still say I'd prefer 35, the negative. But if it's like negative 10, then yeah, I guess I can bear the 37 degree compared to negative 10. But the first thing that I did when I went back to China was I had hot pot with my friend. And I get reminded about like when I was in the trip at Thailand, Maya and Eileen and Eva are always asking me, "Effy, do you eat spicy food? How spicy can you eat out of 0 to 10?" And I always say that, I think spices are fine for me. Why do I say that? Why do I have the confidence of saying that I can eat spicy food? This is my hometown's hot pot. Look at this hot pot. Look at the bloody like spices in there. It's terrible. It's made out of like oil. It's beef oil and like this Chinese Chengdu pepper, which is really like tingly. And there's this funny thing about my hometown's like hot pot. So if you eat hot pot, if you eat Sichuan hot pot at other places. Sorry, I'm coughing a little bit. I'll try to like mute myself when I cough, but when you eat hot pot at other places other than Sichuan, if you order both spicy and non-spicy soup, generally it's half-half. The half-half pot is called 鸳鸯锅, which is like normal, right? You have half spicy soup and then half like the non-spicy ones. But because Sichuan in Chengdu, like people like spices a lot, so the hot pot has like a really big round spicy soup and there's like a tiny round non-spicy soup in the middle for like tourists. The non-spicy soup, we always jokingly say that it's for the tourist, and for vegetables. The chili looks so spiced. It looks very scary. Well, it is. As a like Sichuan people, I really hesitant to say that I can eat spices because out of like on average, like people from my hometown, I'm like relatively weak. I'm very weak compared to other like Sichuan people in terms of spices. When I'm in Sichuan, I always order like mild spice instead of like normal spicy level. But I realized I'm still like more capable of eating spicy food than most people. but because I left Sichuan for so long, like 4 years, I can't really eat the same level of spicy food as I can before. So my friend were like teasing me. They're like, "Oh, you find this spicy? You can't take this anymore? Effy, もっと頑張って。我们一起喝茶吗？ I did have some tea though. I had plenty of tea when I was in China. Do they put spice in most dishes? I think at least 2/3 of the dish. There are non-spicy dishes, but at least 2/3 of the dish have like spice in it. And it's less common now because Chengdu is kind of like a tourist place. So there's a lot of tourists there. So now they've kind of changed. But like 10 years ago, some restaurants, if you tell them like, "Hey, I don't eat any spicy food. Can you make me non-spicy food?" The chef might tell you, "I don't know how to cook without chili." They might reject you because they don't know how to cook without chili. When I was in primary school, in China, it's really common to have like school lunches. Like basically everyone at your primary school eat the same dish, and you have like canteen. Compared to like Western, where you go to the canteen and buy food you want to eat, it's more like prepaid and everyone eat the same food. So I used to not be able to eat any spicy food as a kid. So when I was in primary school, I would be like, "Sensei, teacher, are there any food that's not spicy? Everything's so spicy, I can't eat it." I'll be legit crying while eating my school lunch. 老师有没有不辣的菜? And my teacher always tell me, "Effy, this one, they're not spicy." And I just see the chili on top of the dish. They consider mild chili food not spicy. And somehow I managed to survive my primary school and I become someone who can eat spice. But still, I'm relatively weak compared to other people from my hometown. So I do cry when I eat too spicy food. Good evening, welcome. But look at that spicy food. It was spicy, but it was good. It was really good. I loved it. I remember my practice eating spicy food start from KFC chili sauce. KFC chili sauce? KFC has chili sauce? And then I think I rested for one more day. I had hot pot, I rested for one more day. On the third day, I decided to go all out and like party with my friend. 可以吃辛辣的食物吗？可以哦，可以吃辣的哟。Sorry. And then I decided that I was gonna go out with my friend. And then we did like karaoke, went to an anime convention. How was the weather in China? It's pretty cold right now. It's winter. Depending on where you go, it can like be around 0 to 10, 10 to 15, or negative 15. But yeah, I had karaoke with my friend and we went to have this food. Totomate. Again, it's chili. I'm sorry, but it was absolutely delicious. It's what do you call this? Crayfish? Crayfish? It's a bit like shrimp combined, tiny shrimp or like tiny lobster, and it's like spicy. What was the other flavor? Garlic? Spicy and garlic? Oh, so nice! Effy, you look so cute every day. Oh, come on. It must be because you haven't seen me for a while. Looks delicious. It is! Especially that, like, this one is really well, what do you call it? Marinated? Like, it was marinated well, because this kind of, like, crayfish, it has, like, a hard shell. So a lot of the times, if you don't marinate it properly, the flavor is, like, only in the shell. It's not really in the meat. But this one is really well marinated. And my friends, they got drunk. So I couldn't drive them back, so I called them taxi. Looks good. Thank you for sharing during the night. I'm sorry. Please have dinner. Like either eat dinner while watching my stream, or remember to have dinner before you watch my stream, because I will be sharing a lot of food, non-stop. And the next thing I know, I was sick. I was very, very, very sick. The plan for that day was that I was going to go to my other hometown to visit my grandma, and we had a flight at like 3 p.m. and we left the home at 12 p.m. And at 12 p.m. I'm already feeling a bit sick. Like I feel like I had a light fever, and I checked. I was 37.2 degrees. And the airport from Chengdu is very, very far away from the city. You have to like, if you're going by train or like public transport, it takes like 2-3 hours to get there. Like 40 kilometers away from the city. But actually no, it's like 60 kilometers away from the city. So we took a really, really long trip, like taking the train to this is China food. Thai, this is Sichuan food from my hometown. This is like common street food with like late night street food, hot pot. What else? Ah, this one. This one is some kind of like chicken intestine, spicy chicken intestine, but this one's more like street food. Hello. This is more like street food, and it was a lot of like intestine in there. I feel like all of my white friends will be like, "Oh, what's this? It's disgusting. You're eating like chicken liver. No, take it away." But I like it. We also eat rabbit head, by the way. I'm sorry. Saw Effy live and wanted to watch it before bed. I'm sorry for streaming food before bed. What was I talking about? Oh yes, I was sick. So because I was very sick, I think, by the way, I was on public transport. I was probably having like a 38.5 degree fever, and I lost my bag on the train. And in that bag there was my passport, there was my wallet, there was all of my ID and my money. So we eventually had to cancel our flight, because I lost my passport. And then we stayed in the airport for like 2 hours, and someone found my bag and returned it. However, at that time, like my mom was really panicking, because if you lost your passport in like a foreign country, it's very, very, very difficult. You have to like contact, I think like Australian, like, what do you call it? Let me search. Australian consult, and you have to get your like passport cancelled, and you have to go to a police station and like report your loss of passport, and then you have to get a new one, and you also have to get a new visa based on your new passport, and you have to update your passport information for all of your ticket. And I had a lot of flights. I had a flight almost every 3 days, so it was pretty terrible. And my mom was like kind of angry and crying, and she didn't know what to do. And I had like a 38, like almost 39 degree fever. My whole body was aching, and I had like a really heavy head, and I was like, I have to stay calm, I have to resolve this issue. I know I'm sick, but I have to stay together. And I'm panicked too to listen to it. It's very scary. We first went to like the train station, not really a train station, more like railway station, and like we were like, hey, I lost a bag, this is the photo of my bag, I have my passport in there, can you like, do you know if someone found this bag? And they sent me this application, and at the time I didn't find my bag on there, because it was probably only like 30 minutes to 40 minutes after I lost it. And so we then googled what to do if you lose your passport aboard, and then it said something about going to a police office and like reporting the process of you losing your passport. So we went to the police station in the airport, and the police officer was really nice. she was like, "Oh, let me check in the system. Maybe we can still find your passport. We don't recommend you like going to like the Australian consulate to cancel your passport straight away, because if you find your passport later on and you cancelled it already, you can't use it anymore." So very, very, very luckily, I think within an hour and a half, they found my bag, and we kind of took the train back a few stations to grab it. And then my mom was like, "Hey, Effy, do you want to go to the hospital?" But honestly, at the time, I was really exhausted because I think I was at like 39, 38 degree, and I was like on a public transport for like 3 hours already, and like standing for another hour, so it's been 4 hours outside, very stressed. I had to type, "Good night, Effy, have to go to bed." If I didn't sleep, I would have to be robbed by my other. 大丈夫、おやすみなさい、ฝันดีค่ะ Nice dream, have a good dream, rest well. But yeah, when you encounter this kind of situation, please stay calm. Stay calm, because panicking doesn't really help. And if you panic too much, you can make more mistakes. Strong Effy, cool, calm, and collected One-san. Yeah, I'm actually like that. Generally, I'm very like chaotic and like outgoing and chill. But when serious matters happen, I'm very calm. My mom actually said after the trip, she's like, "I always viewed you as like useless kid. But now I realized you're so like trustworthy. I can depend on you when I need to. You're always so calm." Well, thanks, Mom, for that compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. But yeah, I told my mom I really couldn't go to the hospital because I felt so sick. I felt like I needed some rest. So I went home and my mom gave me some medicine, and I kind of just slept through that entire day. And the next day I woke up at like 9 a.m. and I was at 40 degrees in the morning. If you guys don't know, generally fever is the lowest in the morning. It's generally the highest in noon and night. So by saying that you're at 40 degree when you just wake up, very likely indicate that you will go even higher. Like you could go up to like 41, 42 by noon and midnight. So we had to go to the hospital. I did take like one Panadol to get the fever down. It didn't really get it like down. It was like 38.5 or something. And then we went to the hospital, and then we did a blood test. But the doctor was really calm because apparently a lot of people was sick around that area. There was some kind of common flu, not COVID, but what do you call it? Let me try to find it. It's called influenza A virus. It actually has a pretty similar symptom than COVID. I wouldn't say it's better. And its symptoms is that it has like a very quick fever reaction. Like everything, all the symptoms come very intensively. Like, yeah. So the doctor was like, "Oh, your fever is bad, but we know what flu you have. So we have this special medicine for this flu." And so he gave me some flu, and I went back home. Drop by, great, gonna go to bed, good night. Good night, oyasumi, have a nice dream. And I take the med, and then by the next day, I was slowly recovering. In saying that, my mom is really sad because my grandmother was also sick at the time. She just finished a, what do you call it? Some kind of like operation, like big operation. So my mom wanted to take care of my grandmother. So I told my mom, "Hey, you can go to take care of grandmother first. I'm getting better." So the last few days, I kind of take care of myself by ordering takeaway. I'm so happy. Like in China, takeaway is so convenient, like so convenient. You can buy anything with takeaway. I think it's pretty similar to Thailand. But in Australia, takeaway is expensive and slow. And you have very limited option about what to take away. But I kind of went through the process of having high fever, blocked nose, into like sore throat. And what's worse, are you getting better now? Yeah, it's been like a month already. It's past a month. But unfortunately, because I was too tired on my trip, I was originally recovering pretty well, but because I was too tired, the symptoms kind of went back. So now I have to cough and clear my throat occasionally, but it's kind of more like a small issue that only affects streaming, doesn't really affect my daily life. Sorry. Sounds like a bad trip. I mean, there's good part of the trip. There's good part of the trip. So, what's the worst part? I had a performance in Chengdu at like an anime convention. But I lost my voice because of the flu. I lost my voice and there was like 2 more days. And somehow, on the day, I magically got a little bit of my voice back. But I didn't get all of my voice back. So, I lip sync. I lip sync for the first time ever in my life. I've never done lip syncing before, but I failed to lip sync because they didn't tell me the microphone was open. The microphone was open, and they were playing like background music. I mean the original song, but I also had my mic open. So you can hear me like on and off, like singing on and off. I was like, oh, don't perform when you're sick, you know. Even though you're prepared, but don't perform when you're sick. You just have to rest. But still, it was great experience because in like Australia, the atmosphere for anime is a little less common than a lot of the Asian countries like Thailand, China, Japan. So you don't really see like the audience going like, what do you call? The audience doing the call at all, but it's more common to see it in like Thailand and China, especially during some of our ARP performance concert. You guys are great, fantastic. I love you guys. But after that, I went to visit my grandma, and I kind of had to wake up at 6 a.m. I just barely recovered, and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. and I had to take another train at like 7 a.m. the next day. And then I went to my other hometown. I'm sorry, I have so many hometown. It's not really my hometown. This one's not my hometown. This is just where my other grandmother is. So I had to visit them. And let me show you some pictures though. And then things started getting more fun. We went to climb mountains. Hi Effy, I'm just about to go to bed. I'm gonna work tonight. I see. Arigato, thank you for coming. Rest well. Do you enjoy Chinese comic manhwa too? Yeah, I do. But personally, I read more Japanese manga than Chinese ones. I think because I don't really know what platform to use. Like, what are some good ones? I read more Chinese novel than like manga. And so, once I got a little bit better, we went mountain climbing. Mountain climbing. Mountain daisuki. So, I said before in my previous stream that in Australia we have really pretty ocean, but I'm a mountain person. Why? Because the mountain in my hometown are great. This is not my hometown, but they have like very similar mountain views. And let me show you. This is we took a cable railway up. Have you guys ever taken it? It's like a little car, and like in the middle of the mountain it goes up. This mountain is about, I think, 1,700 kilometers. Not kilometers. 1,700 meters tall, meters high. And because I was sick, I couldn't really climb the mountain. Climbing that mountain generally takes about like 2 hours if you just walk up there. I was too sick to do that, so we took the cable railway. It was a bit scary because my mom was like, she's scared of height, so she keeps on going like, what if we fall off? And my auntie made it even more scary. She was like, last time we came here, the door opened halfway. And we were like, what? Like, we were like 1,000 kilometers, 1,000 meters in air, bro. And she said, oh, the door opened halfway. What? And I'm not really a person who's scared of height, but when you start thinking, about like falling off, and you look at that little metal tip on the top, I want to try, but it looks too risky. It's actually not risky. It's not risky. It's very safe. It's like normal safety place. It's very safe, by the way. This is kind of similar to like a railway, except in a box. Let me see if I can find like Google pictures of what it looks like. It's very uncommon for these things to actually have what do you call it? Accidents. At least not from what I heard. The most that I've heard is like it's stopping halfway and like opening the door. Hello Effy, are you enjoying your trip? I hope you have a lot of fun. Yes, I did, excluding the part where I was sick. Everything else was fine. This is what it looks like from outside. Oh wait, I haven't opened the picture. This is what it looks like from outside. It's carried by a very thick layer, and the door automatically opens when you arrive and like start. And closes when you leave. How about skydiving? Nah, that's too scary. That's way too scary. And I just wanted to show you guys some pretty photos of that place. There was this lake. Unfortunately, I didn't find the photo, so this photo is from like the internet, but it looks exactly the same. The temperature off the mountain at the time was like 17 degrees, so it's pretty warm. But as you go higher up in the mountain, it gets cooler. So by the time we reached this place, I think it was like 5 degrees, and there was a thin layer of ice in that lake because it's even colder at night. I think at night it would reach like -degrees. So this lake was like had like a thin layer of ice on it, and the thin layer of ice looked really like plastic, to be honest. And I also saw this, my favorite thing that I miss, waterfall. Yes, I saw waterfall. I was so happy. I really like waterfall. It's one of my favorite views. And I also climbed this thing. It's kind of like a roll. Oops. It's kind of like a road on the side of the mountain, on the top of the mountain. It had really, really good view. Maybe I should pick a different photo. This one you can't really see anything. This is more like what you see. Because the mountain is really high, and there was also other mountains across it, so you can see like different layers of mountain in the background, and like not smoke and cloud and bird and the forest, everything. I really, really love this kind of view. This is my favorite view. There was also bamboos, my favorite. This is why I don't like ocean. Ocean is pretty, but it's boring. Mountain, there's a different view wherever you stand. But this place also caused me to get more sick. So at the point I was going to this mountain, I've already like pretty much fully recovered. But because I insisted that I wanted to climb it, so I walked this thing. I spent like 40 minutes climbing this thing, and this thing goes up and down because it follows the side of the mountain. So when I finished it, I got sick again. Not like sick as in like I had fever, like it was more like I exhausted my body and I started having like heart pain. I had heart pain, difficult to breathe, and I started coughing. And I think that's why I'm still coughing now, because I didn't take care of myself well when I was sick. And please don't do that. I'm only going so like, I'm trying so hard because I rarely go on a holiday, and I haven't really gone on like a proper trip to like other places for like 3 or 4 years after COVID. So I really, really wanted to go out and like experience the nature. Mountain is greater than sea. I think only people who haven't seen like pretty mountains, they don't understand what a good mountain is like. And then we went to a town with like natural onsen. So we went to this town where it's called, the town name is actually called Wentang, which means like yasashi soup, and soup in like ancient language also means like onsen, hot spring. So the name of the town is actually called like yasashi, or like warm hot spring. And there was a lot of well in that town, like maybe 5 or 6 of them. It's very unclear, but this is natural well, and there's like hot air mist coming out of it. I know it's very unclear, but it's a lot more obvious when you're there. There was like hot mist coming out of it, and I asked my auntie like, how hot is this hot spring? And she said that when she was young, people used to like, what do you call it? Like, you have chicken and you want to take off the feather, so you put it in boil water. It's like boil level hot water. It's really sad though, like this kind of natural onsen, they have to be really well protected. Right now, a lot of the wells used to be like openly in use, but now they've been protected, and sometimes the well even get drained because so many people are using it and there's a lot of tourists. So it's very sad sometimes. Some of my favorite views as a kid, because they become so famous and a lot of tourists go there to like see it, it actually kind of damages the natural habitat. Oh yeah, and we met this really interesting grandpa. So we saw a lot of like old ladies in one of the well. In the well, if you like put like 5 RMB in there, you can get a bucket of like hot spring and just like put your feet in there. You like hot spring? I only like hot spring egg. I've never tasted hot spring egg before, and my only experience of hot spring was in Thailand. And yes, I liked it. So there was a lot of like old ladies and old grandpa putting their feet in like a bucket of hot spring. And then there's this old man came up to me who's like, huh, these people, they don't know how to they don't know how to like, what do you call it? I don't know how to say that in English. Like feet spa? Like they don't know how to put your feet the proper way of like enjoying onsen with your feet. The reason why is because it's winter at the time at China, so it was like 10 degrees, and according to Chinese medicine, it is very bad to like have your leg in hot water and like have a part of your like leg, like your skin outside, because once you're in hot water it opens up your pores, right? But the temperature is still really cold, and then the cold air and the mist will go into your body and you will get sick. There is a proper way to dip feet. It's like you should only like dip your feet in like hot water, like water bath your feet in like a warm temperature. Like you shouldn't be like having a feet bath, like a feet only bath in like 10 degree or like 0 degree temperature, because it would open up your pores, and although your feet feels warm, the rest of your body is actually gonna get like more cold. It's kind of like once you exercise and you're feeling hot and it's really cold outside, and you go outside and then you get sick. So the proper way is that these people, they have this like special suit that covers up the mist coming out of the bucket. Like it's like a clothes that like combines the bucket together with the body. And then he started like, hey, I have a shop. We do really good feet spa, and we take the hot spring water from the same well. You wanna come? And then we left because my auntie was like it was her hometown too, so she kind of like, nah, let's not go. And then we went mountain climbing. But I stayed there and I kind of just looked at that man and realized he was like passing by every tourist and like telling them, hey, it's wrong. You shouldn't be having your foot bath in the outside. You want to come to my store? It's very good. It's very nice. We have people who can do massage too. And we have little food. Sales 101. I actually think it's a smart way of selling though. Because it's kind of like showing your knowledge, and like also people who don't really have foot bath, they'll be like, oh, really? I didn't know about that before. Whoa, you must know a lot. And also I don't think I actually do agree to a certain extent. I don't think you should like have a foot bath outdoor at like 10 degree. It's just cold. It's cold. And also the well, the water that comes out of the well is like 45 degree. Like, don't you get burned? I know it's cold outside, so it'll be like cool down very quickly, but it's 45, like 50 degree, bro. Calm down. And what's the funniest? What was the funniest? I went to a toilet. I went to a bathroom in that town, and there was this warning saying that do not take water from the toilet to take shower. Huh? What? Take water from the toilet to take shower? I would imagine that someone has definitely done that for there to be a warning like that. I'm guessing that before they might have used hot spring in the toilet. I don't know, or at least the tourists thought that they were using hot spring in the toilet. And decided to take a bath in there. And what was the worst part? Like, do you guys ever go to like bathroom, like really stinky and old bathrooms in like the countryside? It was like a very dirty, stinky bathroom and a toilet. It wasn't even like a really pretty, like modern style one. A warning always comes with the story. Yeah. And there was also a warning near one of the hot springs, like, please don't jump into the well. You will get drowned. The water is really hot. Just use a bucket and take the water. Please don't jump in it. Please sign up. And I heard that before, the hot spring used to be free, but because people started doing weird things like jumping in there, opening like just washing their feet in the hot spring, in the well, like directly, so they kind of try to control it by like asking them to like selling like by giving kind of like a really cheap ticket, and then you can like bring some spring water home with a bucket. But it was kind of funny. But sadly, we didn't actually go to the onsen there because my auntie said that the hygiene wasn't that good at that place. There's a lot of people there, and we didn't really have time that day to go to onsen, so I kind of just looked. I just looked at the onsen and I kind of did a little feet spa. I didn't do a full body onsen, but the feet spa was nice. And then I went back home and I got sick again. And then I left. I went to a new place. And the new place I went to is called Changsha. They have very famous milk tea. This is a really good marketing brand. This brand is called like 茶颜悦色, and it's only available in this city in China, and they've branded themselves so well. Like, there's so many of this shop in Changsha and everyone's lining up for it. And I tasted it. It was good. It was honestly very good. The milk tea, like the tea flavor in like, I personally believe that China's milk tea has the best tea flavor. Like, they have the best tea. This one is like oolong milk tea with like cream and pistachio on the top. And the oolong milk tea, like the oolong is very strong and it's very fresh. Oh, and the crispy pistachio. They kind of like fried the pistachio and they kind of made it crispy and sweet. Oh, it was so good. It was so damn good with like freshly whipped cream. And I actually like took 2 cups. I drank 2 cups of milk tea in one day because I was leaving Changsha. I only stayed in there for 1 day and I loved it so much. But I do think it's more of like a branding thing than like actual taste. Like, the taste was great, but I have tasted better milk tea. I just really like the combination of the milk tea and the cream and like walnuts on top. The walnut really added a lot of flavor. There was also like honey walnut crisp, depending on which tea you ordered. It was so good. It was so damn good. What about your hometown meal? My hometown meal, I talked about it at the start. It's the hot pot. Speaking of my hometown food, I'm gonna say I asked like different members and all of my VTubing friends at like Thailand. I was like, can you guys recommend me some food? And Toka recommended me this place. He was like, oh, there's a lot of Chinese mala food there. I was like, what? I just came back from China. I just had these. I just had like a whole week of this kind of food and you recommend me Chinese mala food in Thailand? No. I'm not gonna eat Chinese food anymore when I'm not in China. It's kind of like if you live in Thailand and you're going overseas, like you're going to like America and your American friend be like, hey, this is road with a lot of Thai food. You wanna have pad Thai? No, I want Thai food. I want authentic Thai food. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh yes, before I end my China trip, because the rest of the trip was just like going to see relatives. It wasn't that fun. So there's like different habits of like drinking tea in China. Like some places they're very serious, like they're really picky about what tea they use, and they have like a whole set of like teapots and like specific things they use. And other places like Chengdu, we drink like tea like water. Like we drink like a big cup of like tea every day. It's kind of like a habit, like but it's not that picky. And we went to this interesting like ancient town, and they had this kind of tea. It's called 大碗茶, which is like tea in a bowl, tea in a big bowl, and it's not just tea. It has like a lot of weird ingredients. Like it had some like leaves in there. It kind of reminds me of chai latte. You see all the ingredients in there? They're like spices and Chinese medicine. They put Chinese medicine in tea! Ah! Speaking of Chinese medicine in tea, there's this place in China called Guangzhou. And Guangzhou has this thing called liang cha. Liang cha is like cold tea. And it's all very, very bitter and it's dark. And it tastes like Chinese medicine. It tastes like Chinese medicine. It's not good. They put a lot of herbs in there. It's good as in like it's healthy, but it's like it tastes terrible. It really does. It tastes like a bitter, sweet, sour medicine. Yeah, it's just medicine. And people gour it. They like dung 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 dung. And then drink a whole cup. What does that tea smell like? Herb? Actually, it smelled like grass. It smelled like green tea with grass. With dry grass. Is there a specific tea type that you like? Yes, I like green tea. I like oolong. I like Chinese tea more. Like iron, 铁观音, jasmine tea, oolong cha. But I actually don't like English breakfast tea. I don't like red tea. Yeah. It tastes like dry grass, but it's like dry grass, but in a good way. Like don't know how to describe it, but it actually tasted alright. Oh, another thing we tasted is like let me see if I can find photo. Did you guys know that you can eat lily? Like lily is a food? Hi Effy, have you get running nose? Yes, I have. I'm sorry if I'm like coughing and like have a runny nose. I think it's hay fever. Kyoto. Let me find a few photos. Because I don't know how to describe it with my language. At least it's good for health. It actually... but feel chill. Some kind like that. Like lily petal? No. Not lily petal. I actually don't know what part of it is. I think it's root. It's lily root. So I think it looks like this. Looks like this when it's fresh. ちょっと待って. Like this. I think it looks like root, right? Guys, this looks like root, right? And it tastes really nice. It tastes like pretty refreshing, and apparently it's really good for your health. I didn't take a photo of the food, so I'll have to like Google it. And the dish, it kind of tasted like a little bit like light potato. Like it's not as like sweet. It's not like heavy as potato. But it had like a relatively similar taste. Root? Yeah, once you cook it, looks something like that white thing. And it is lily. It is this kind of flower. I have to search. What part of like lily can you eat? Ah, it is its root. But not all lilies are edible. It had to be like a specific kind of edible lily. The only place Chinese herb is acceptable is in the food. Like I just can't boil and drink it. It's too strong. Yeah, my mom really likes giving me Chinese medicines. When I was a kid, I used to be pretty weak and I get sick all the time, and my mom would like boil me Chinese medicine, and it's black and it's smelly and it's really strong. It's really bitter. Bitter isn't even the worst medicine. Like the worst ones are like bitter and sweet and sour and stinky. Ugh. Oh, that brings back bad memories. But I kind of learned to drink it. Like you just have to not think and like dong 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 dong. Just finish it in one go. I hate it. So you don't like traditional medicines? No one likes traditional medicine, at least by taste. No one likes like drinking traditional medicine. Oh, but it is really nice when you put some medicine in like soups though. Like I really like herbal chicken soup. Does the Chinese remedy work though? It works. It actually works. It's like slow. It's like a slow but more like chill way to cure yourself. It works. But I don't think it fits all circumstances. Like for example, if you're getting like a high fever, like 40 degrees, don't use Chinese medicine. It's not gonna help. But if you're kind of like me right now, I've kind of like slowly recovered, but not recovering well, and you use Chinese medicine, then it really helps. It kind of doesn't cure your sickness, but make yourself more healthy is how I would say it. At least from my experience, it kind of makes me more healthy when I recover from being sick. It helps me recover really nicely and really fast. Like Western medicines, like even vitamins, don't really help me in that way. Sadly, I don't have any Chinese medicine anymore, so I'll just have to recover slowly. Sorry. And then I think afterwards I went back to Thailand, and then I was in Thailand again. So the hotel I was at was close to Siam Square, and there's another funny thing about Siam Square. So you know, like you guys know Siam cat, right? I thought like, cause I know there's some places in like Japan and China where they name a place with like animals. It generally means they have a lot of animals like that. So I thought Siam Square was like a cat corner where there's a lot of Siam cat. I don't know, like in my imagination it would be like a place for like lost, to like help wild animal bring body back to balance. Why is this picture so big? What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, this is too big. I just wanted to show you some photos I took from Siam Square, but I don't know why it's huge. But yeah, and then I had a call with like, I think I was in like the ARP call. I was asking them like, oh, recommend me some food at Siam Square. And the guy was like, oh, it's like in the center of Bangkok. I was like, oh, you have Siam Cat in the city of Bangkok? In the center of Bangkok? Are there like cat cafes? Cat zoo? And then I went there. I realized no, it was just like very fancy shopping mall. It was just fancy shopping mall, but there was a lot of really nice food and a lot of really cute clothes. I ended up buying a lot of clothes. I ended up buying a lot of clothes from Thailand. Oh yes, the street food. I think a lot of people saw me post about. Why is the picture so big? Oh my god. I'll have to open another. I'll open another set of pictures. So, I went to this Thai street food. It was kind of like a little adventure that I brought my mom with. My mom don't go out a lot. Like she's always by herself. And so I saw there was this like really popular street food thing near my hotel, and there was a lot of people lining up. It was like really street food. It wasn't in a store. It was just on the street, and there were like plastic seats, plastic table, and I don't even know where the tables and the seat came from because in the day I didn't see it. There was no table and seat in the day, and it somehow just magically appeared. How do I wanna twist this. Oh, how do I rotate this? Rotate. Yeah. So there was this like Thai hot pot. I see other people like lining up, and there's a lot of Thai people there, and they had this like little hot pot. I was like, oh, I remember I had this barbecue hot pot combined in Thailand before, and it tasted so well. So I wanted to take my mom with me. And at first my mom was like, really? Street food? And slowly she started like, once we sat down, she was like, it's my Effy, it's my first time. Baby, it's my first time having street food. Wow, street food. They have a bucket of ice. It feels so special. And she took a photo of like the bucket of ice. My mom took a photo of the bucket of ice and the street, and then she posted in our family group chat. She was like, hey, I'm on the street, I'm eating on the street. And she sounded so happy. Jim. Also, a funny thing that happened on this photo, like there's hot pot, right? And there's like fire on the bottom of the pot. And I didn't know if like the person from the shop would open the pot for open the lid of the pot for me, and your mom's behavior is so cute. Yeah, my mom is really cute. And I didn't know if like the lid was hot. I didn't know if I had to open it myself or like someone will come and help me. And it was really urgent because I was worried that the soup would go dry. So I jumped into the ARP call, and I was like, I opened up my video. I was like, hey, this dish, do I need to open the lid myself, or would like the person, or would like the waitress come and open it for me? And then like Lata and the guy and whoever was in the call, they were like, ha, Effy, why did you go to such an authentic place? I only remember they were laughing. They didn't even answer my question. They didn't tell me if I could open the lid myself. And I think the waitress came and like looked at us like we're dumb. She looked at us like we're dumb. She's like, do you need me to open the lid? And then she opened the lid with like bare hand, and then we realized it was like not hot, but it really looked hot because there was like fire coming out of it, and I didn't want to burn my hand, but it tasted really nice. It tasted really nice. My mom really enjoyed it, and she liked the Thai vegetable and the Thai soup, like the hot pot soup. It's not spicy, by the way. It's not spicy at all. The papaya salad. The papaya salad wasn't the best papaya salad. That papaya salad was like a free one, like a free papaya salad that comes with a hot pot. Later on, we went to another restaurant, and that papaya, like the papaya salad at the street, was a bit hard. It was a bit old and hard. But we went to another restaurant and we had like a more fresh papaya salad where we paid more, and it tasted a lot better. It tasted a lot softer. Very helpful ARP members. Chai! I was trying to like show my mom, hey, I know all about Thai. You know, I'm Thai tourist Wikipedia. And then I was like tricked by the lid. I don't even know if I could open the lid. Money fly away. Speaking about money flying away, I spent so much eating sweet in Thailand. The funniest thing is, before we went to Thailand, my mom was like, I don't really care about food when I go on travel. I care more about like where we, like the view and like the mountains and stuff. But after we went to Thailand, every day my mom is like, Effy, I wanna eat sweet. Effy, I like that shop. Can we go there again? She changed so much. And like, I just woke up at like 10 a.m. My mom was like, what are we having for lunch? Really? I thought you don't care about food. I think you just don't know like the power of nice food. I somehow taught my mom the power of nice food. Very proud of myself. Money is earned to spend. Yeah, I agree. And some of the nice sweet we had, I posted on Twitter already. Mom, I'm gonna post again because I'm bad. I like posting food at midnight. Where is the food? Why is the picture all so big? I just want something smaller. Your mother really seemed to enjoy the trip. Effy is good tour guide. Yeah, I think the most challenging thing in Thailand is calling Uber. Like taxi and Uber is so confusing in Thailand. Like they have very like different price. I feel like the taxi was probably more expensive than it should be, but I remember there was this place where we keep on like going back and forward, and the first time it was like a really nice taxi, and they gave us like 100 baht, and the second time we went there was another taxi and it was like 300 baht, and I was like, no, 70. And then eventually he gave us like 100 baht. And I also learned another habit, not another habit, but another technique. It's like, do you do by meters? I realized that doing by taxi meters is actually the cheapest. If you use like applications like Grab, it's more expensive, but it's more likely to get a taxi. And if you use Bolt, it's cheaper, but you can't really get a taxi. And you have to ask, do you go to this place? And you have to bargain for the taxi. That part was really challenging. I actually don't like that part. You do not use meters? Oh no, tourist trap. Yeah. Actually, a lot of the people I asked doesn't do meter. Like they wouldn't do meter for taxi. They wouldn't do meter for tourists. If you say in English, they won't actually do meters for you. Ogota! Mo. But doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not the most important thing. Can you speak Thai a little bit? I remember I posted on Twitter something like, help me, teach me some like Thai I can speak in Thailand. So every time when I had to speak Thai, like buy something from Thailand, I don't remember. I had to like open that tweet up and like go through the chat. And I don't remember anything now. Like I think 1, 2, 3 is like Nong Sa. Oh no, I don't remember. I remembered it when I was in Thailand, but now that I come back, I don't remember. I think it's from working. I have to start coding again. So I recalled a new language, an old language, and I forgot the new one I just learned. This one. This one is like, what do you call? Mango sticky rice ice. This is my mom's favorite. After she tasted this, she looked like this. She was like, it's the first time I have a sweet that's so good. And I remember like on top, the cream, like that cream on top is like slightly salty. It kind of almost tasted like cheese cream. And then there was like really nice and fluffy mango flavored ice. And then once you dig down, there was actually mango pieces and like sticky rice inside. It was good. Sweet thing remind me to Polu. Oh yeah, I took my mom to eat Polu Paradise. I took my mom to eat Polu Paradise too. When I say Polu Paradise, I just mean strawberry. Oh my god, why are you so cute, Effy? You know what? I can become cuter. I'm trying to remember. Oh, not that. I'm trying to remember my key. Meow. Meow. Poro oishii na. Poro oishii. So I brought my mom to this pancake. I think this place was just called like pancake shop. Shuffle? What is this kind of cake called? Souffle. Yeah, I took my mom to souffle. My mom has never had souffle before. Actually, I feel like my mom don't like going out to like find nice food. She just like cooks herself or like goes to like places near her home. She never goes out to explore nice food. It's good that I taught her the happiness of like exploring nice food in a foreign land. So my mom had what do you call souffle for the first time. Thanks. They do I for joining membership. Arigato, kopkunka. Thank you. Arigato. 谢谢. Welcome a new member to coffee. But this pancake was very filling. It looks like very light and waffly, but I think I had half of it. I shared half of it with my mom and I was already full. This one, I wouldn't rate it that high. Like the strawberry was nice, but it was definitely not as good as the other cakes I had and like the ice. 太可爱了吧，想领养回家。ダメ，不可以领养回家。我是野猫，我是每天都在流浪的野猫，不做家猫。The pancake looks so fluffy and fluffy. It is! Yo, Zenith! Wapuro people! Yo! Hello, welcome to my stream. Have you had dinner? You wanna see nice food, Zenith? Let me show you something. Wait. Look, Zenith! Hot pot! You like hot pot? Oh, wait. Let me find my pad thai. My pad thai in Thailand. The pad thai I had in Thailand was really nice. La la la. Zenith, I remember evil Effy. Yeah, I'm evil. I remember I was talking to Zenith earlier. He was like, oh, I missed food from Thailand. I haven't had lunch. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you go have dinner, please? I strongly recommend you have some food. Wait, no, you didn't have lunch? Like you don't really like pad thai, to be honest. Shame on you. Shame on you. I like pad thai. My mom doesn't like seafood and she still likes pad thai. But regardless, you know, Zenith, body is very important. You are still a young boy. Hey, why you don't have lunch? It's so late. You know, 11, 10 o'clock at night and you still don't have dinner? What do you want to do? You think you're Iron Man? You eat iron, huh? No, you're human now. You have flesh. You need to eat dinner. Why you watch VTuber and stream and you don't have food? Collect out. Look, bro, too sweet. Don't care about too sweet. Like eat something first, nah. You know, order some out. Like order some food or like cook yourself, nah. Don't be lazy. Get up, cook some food. Please eat some food, don't die. You know, I don't want to see like on the next day you see on news like this Thailand VTuber died because of not having enough food. I don't want to see something like that. I'll get some. Now, run! Stop watching VTubers. Stop watching stream. Run and grab food and cook. Auntie Effy, I'm being serious. I'm not even joking. Like, if you're telling me that you didn't have dinner, maybe I'll be like, oh, you should have dinner, it's bad. You just finished streaming. Too lazy. But you didn't even have lunch, so basically you only had breakfast and that's all? Are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy? No, I know. Okay, young boy, I know you're very, very hungry. But please, you're just gonna get hungrier. At some point, you won't be able to get up. So pull yourself together. Stay strong. You know, go to the kitchen. At least make yourself some like, I don't know, you have some bread. Eat some bread. Or like, fry yourself an egg. Just eat something. Or like even instant noodle. Just at least have something in your stomach so you don't like hurt your stomach, okay? Take care. And move fast. It's late. Move fast. Move, you know. Get food. And plus, why would you like you can eat and stream at the same time, right guys? Right chat? I've had like dinner before while I was streaming. I would even like go off stream early just to have food. I'm sorry. There were several times where my takeaway arrived and like I just put the takeaway on my table right next to my streaming table and I'm streaming and I always look at my food and I'm like, oh, it smells so nice. I want to eat some now, but I'm still streaming. Let's go. 1 hour later, I'm gonna eat this. Too lazy to eat. I get it though. Calm down. 我都一天一餐. What? You guys only have 1 meal a day? What do you mean 1 meal a day? What do you mean 1 meal a day? To stay healthy, you need to have 3 meals a day. You want breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Noted? Occasionally, I'm not that kind of old granny. Like, I get it. Like, you know, young kids, they wake up late like me, and you decide not to have breakfast. That's fine. At least have lunch and dinner. What do you mean by 1 meal a day? That's not healthy. Please don't do that. I mean, if you want to lose weight, you can choose to eat less at each meal, but at least have breakfast and lunch. Okay? At least have breakfast and lunch. Is that understood? Understood, chat? Eat food. Just remember to eat food on time. It's normal once in a while if you are tired or you have something on, you couldn't eat on time, but please don't make that like become a common thing. Nah? Try to at least have 2 meals a day, and if you want to lose weight, you can kind of change your diet to eat like less calorie food, like chicken breast, vegetables, egg, boiled egg, and eat less ingredients. But like, let's not eat 1 meal a day. Nah? And let's also not copy Zenith, like decide not to eat lunch and dinner. That's very bad habit. Also, if your favorite VTuber tells you that, oh, I haven't had lunch, or oh, I haven't had dinner during her stream, please recommend her to stop stream and go and have food, or stream while having food. I eat 7 meals for a day. I mean, I don't know If you're not overweighted, then it's probably fine. I eat a lot of meals a day because I have like a small stomach, so I don't eat a lot each meal. I get hungry really quickly. Please take care of your health. Chai! Especially with like stomach issues, you don't really notice until it's too late. Like generally the process is like you still get hungry, and like as it gets worse, you actually stop getting hungry, and then at some point your like stomach decides to go, I'm gonna kill you with pain. And it's also really slow to recover, because one of my friend, she has like diet issues because she wants to lose weight, and it's very bad. 好的，我以后会乖乖吃饭的，应该吧 At least 2 meals a day. Nah, promise me. Please. Please. Promise me, guys. You'll at least have 2 meals a day now. Please. お願いします。お願いします。絶対食べますね。絶対。約束だよ。I'll come find you if you don't eat enough. Lunch at school is really bad. Have you ever considered like chatting with their parents? 你有考虑和父母说过吗？或者是自己带一些面包之类的？ Well, technically I eat only 1.5 a meal per day. I like kind of protein in morning and regular food for lunch. Is that weird? Nah, that's fine. Like as long as you have like 2 meals, like or like certain food, like you just want to have food throughout the day. Like you just don't want your stomach to go completely empty. Like not having dinner is pretty normal, especially for people going on diet or like exercising, working out. But one meal is really not good enough. Thanks, July's donation. ありがとう、ここが。Thank you, 谢谢。What they did not say is how many mini snacks after the meal. It also depends on what kind of mini snack it is. Like you still want something with like protein or like vegetable. You need the vitamins. Help me, please, cute. How do you want me to help you? How can I help you? いらっしゃいませ. Effy will show you pretty food so you'll become hungry. Oh. Look! Are you guys hungry? Look at this! おいしかった。おいしかった。Oh, the food. Oh, and there's this other cake I had. What the? This is the kind of like candy I recommend people who like coffee to make at home. If you make coffee at home, I don't really know what it's called, but it's really easy to make. First step, find a little pan, and then add sugar and water in there. Can you say meow meow? Meow 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 meow. Oh yes, about the candy on top of the coffee. So you get a little pot, you put some water, you put some white sugar or brown sugar, and then you boil it until it's like bubbling and turning slightly yellow, and then you remove it from the fire, and then you quickly add soda. Soda? Yeah, a little bit, like 1 teaspoon or less of soda in it, and then it would start like it would start bubbling and like become bigger, and then you take it out of the pan. You put it in a pan, and then you put it in the fridge, and then it turns into this. It's kind of like caramel, a little bit like caramel, and if you put it inside of like coffee, it tastes really nice. It would turn into something that tastes like coffee's caramel flavored sweet coffee. It's also crispy, which makes it even better. Oh yeah, this is coconut jelly. On top is caramel candy, and there's vanilla ice cream, and there's like coconut crisp and coconut jelly down the bottom. I'm starting to get hungry. It's Friday. It's Friday today, right? I don't have to work tomorrow, right? It's Friday. Doesn't matter. Friday. You should let yourself go. You should get some snack at night. It's fine. I'm very lucky. I lose weight and gain weight very quickly. I gain like 4 kg. How many? 2 kg. I gained like 2-3 kg weight on my travel, and I've come back for like a week in Australia. Effy, you can cook at home. Yeah, but I'm not that much of a good cook. Like my cooking skill is very average. I've already lost weight. I've already lost like I gained 3 kg on my travel, and I already lost 2 kg. I lost 2 kg already when I came back to Australia. This is so sad. This is tragic. This is exactly what my mom said. When I was in Thailand, my mom was like, what are we gonna do when we go back to Australia? There's gonna be no nice food. We're gonna lose weight. And we did. Thanks, Kim's donation. Arigato. Kokkun ka. Thank you. Arigato. Please, my weight goes up and never come down. I personally think the best way is to like eat very, very small proportion each meal and like have less rice. I only eat a little bit of rice. I don't know why. I like eating food. Like, don't get me wrong, I like eating food, but I do eat a small proportion. I eat like a tiny little bit of rice, and then I have a lot of like meat and vegetables and egg. But overall, my proportion is pretty small. Not when I go on travel though. I try to eat the most. I try to eat as much as I can when I go on travels. But when I'm at home and I'm cooking some average food, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in eating. I only want good food. I only want cakes and milk tea. I'm jealous that you lose weight so quickly. I mean, look at me. Look at me. Did you guys notice me gaining weight? My waist is tiny. But my boobs also don't grow generally. Yeah. It's not small, but I want it to be bigger. I want もっと大きなおっぱい。イワとアリみたいお姉さんのおっぱいが欲しい。でもダメですみたいね。もっと牛乳を飲んだらもうダメですね。It's too late to drink milk. Oh, have you guys heard of the saying that like papaya helps growing dong dong? Apparently papaya helps growing dong dong. I don't know if it's true though. I'm thinking, oh yeah. So when I went back to Thailand, I spent my last day at Eileen's house again, and we were making beef curry. Mai is so good at cooking. Mai is like superhero. She drives, she cooks, she does managing job. Damn it. Eileen's also really good at cooking. Kawaii ne. Eileen kawaii ne. Mai sugoi ne. The fake waifu is Maylene. The real waifu is Aina and Mai. Oh yeah. Before I stop stream, maybe we can chat a little bit about my new cover. Have you guys seen Cendrillon? It's really funny. So I think in my early stream, I mentioned that I really want to cover this song. And I even tried like doing a guy's voice myself, and I failed. So I had to find someone to cover this song with me. And my first thought was like, I should ask Magnum. And I didn't ask Magnum. Can you guys guess why? I'll give you guys 10 seconds to guess why I didn't invite Magnum to collab this song. Because he has beard. I really like So I got inspired of covering Sandrillion because I saw Anna's cover, and I really like the dancing, like the image of like dancing with like a dress and like kind of like princess and prince or hime-sama とか なんか really pretty, but I don't know, when I think about a prince with a beard, maybe not. Like Magnum is very handsome, but Prince? Nah. And then I kind of just asked hi because he seemed free. I wanted to cover the song quickly, so I asked someone who seemed more free. But then after I invited him, I went into his like YouTube channel and I was looking at all his previous cover, and I was like, he's never sang Japanese before. He's never done a Japanese cover before. So I thought I was gonna get rejected, but hi is very nice. He accepted my invitation. When speaking Japanese, your voice is very cute. The cover MV is very pretty indeed. ใช่ kawaii desu. It's like brother and sisters. We have like really similar hair color, so it's like brother and sisters. But the song, do you guys know what the lyrics of Sandrillion is actually talking about? So Sandrillion means Cinderella. The song Sandrillion, like the lyrics, is kind of like a more realistic, dark version of Cinderella. So it's like Cinderella isn't really saved by fairy godmother, but a witch. So the witch gave the young girl some pretty clothes and gave her like a pumpkin carriage, and her job was to assassinate the prince. So it was actually like, the lyrics is actually kind of like, I'm dancing with you, I'm enjoying it so much, I love you prince, but I'm gonna kill you. The true story of Sandrillion. And we had so much difficulties, and I tried to like talk with Hi because he doesn't really speak English. I mean, he does, but he doesn't, like, it's easier if we're in like Discord talking, but when we type, like he he often doesn't get what I'm saying, and I don't really know what he's saying too. I posted on Twitter that like chat history. Did you guys see it? It's so funny. So he recorded the wrong part. Hope someone make a movie. I want to see some kind of like fan fiction of that song, like Sandrillion, like the assassin Cinderella and the prince. You know how they love and hate and fight, and like. If it was me, how not me as in like Effy, but like if I'm looking at a fan fiction with this storyline, I would like it to be dark. Like, can I even say this? Would I get in trouble? Like, I would like the storyline where like at the start it's how like Cinderella tries to assassinate the prince, and the prince doesn't know, and they fall in love, and on the day of their marriage Cinderella takes out the knife and tries to kill the prince, and the prince was so sad and hurt, but he decided that he still loves Cinderella, so he locked Cinderella up, and they... Yeah, let's not continue this topic. I'm so sorry. It's going too dark. It's going too dark. Oh, I'm sorry. It's kind of revealing the strange fan fiction. Not fan fictions. It's revealing the strange fictions and manga I'm reading, right? I'm so I'm also, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, like, I don't really mean back to the cover. Yeah, so Hi sang the wrong part, and I sent him a message. I was like, hi, you sang the wrong part, and then he sent me, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it was joking or not, so I sent him a question mark. That was actually really funny. And I asked Eileen, 助けてお姉さん, 助けて. Hey, I'm watching your live stream in China. 哇，谢谢. Is it lagging? Wait, in China? You opened VPN, didn't you? Naughty girl. Oh yeah, speaking of VPN, when I went on my trip, I kind of prepared some like pictures and small video like during Christmas and times, and I stored it in my phone. And I downloaded this VPN. I bought like ExpressVPN and it wasn't working. So I spent like $20 on it and it wasn't working at all. And I never got the money back. So I had to switch into a different VPN to be able to like go on Twitter. And sometimes the VPN doesn't work. It's so hard. That's why I think in the last few days my VPN expired, so I wasn't online anymore. I still miss my 小龙虾 so much. I really like Chinese street food. $20. Yeah, it was really expensive. It was really expensive. Oh. And it wasn't working. If it was working, I wouldn't have been so angry. Such a scam. I didn't even get the money back. I'm hungry. I want snack. I want snack, but there's nothing. There's no street food in Australia. 我想吃路边摊. I want street food. I want spicy street food. I want hot pot. 我要吃串串. I don't want McDonald's. I don't want chips. I don't want hamburgers. I don't want kebab. I just want hot pot. I want street food. I want Thai hot pot. Or barbecue. Barbecue is also good. Or like maybe not salty food, at least sweet. Look at the cream. Not only the cream. There's like mango paste. That's right, so there's always a lag on the internet when I watch YouTube live. 我也想吃炸鸡螺蛳粉。我不想吃炸鸡，我想吃螺蛳粉，我想吃串串香，我想吃烧烤。Another thing that I really regret, because when I was in China I was sick, right? And you guys know when you're sick you have to eat like healthy food. Or like not so spicy food because I had a sore throat and I was coughing. So I missed so much food. I want sweet. I want cake. I want street food. I don't want steak. I don't want hamburger. I don't want pasta. I want food. Let me show you some other food I had in Thailand. I want spices. Spices are also good. Why are there so many nice food in this world? Just not in where I live. Why is this so sad? Why is life so difficult? There was one night my mom was like, oh my god, I need to find some snack to eat. There was one night, I was crying on the phone with my mom, and my mom was like, hey babe, what's happened? Why are you crying? And then I was like, Mom, I miss food from Chengdu. I miss Sichuan food. I haven't had this, that for so long. And my mom was like, huh? You're right? You're right? You're okay? You're normal? You don't seem okay. You don't seem normal, bro. She was really chill. And she was laughing at me. Laughing at me. お母さん悪い. I want dried squid. Huh? Dry squid? それ何? Like slightly sweet ones? Oh, I also miss good tofu. I had a lot of really good tofu at China when I was sick. It had like a really nice smell. Really fresh bean smell. This is the pad thai I had in Thailand. Mite, mite. On the side, there's papaya salad. And there's fried shrimp. The shrimp also tasted really nice. And the peanut and the lime. And I do agree that lime tastes better than lemon when it comes to Thai food. What else? I also had crab fried rice? ちょっと写真探します。写真を探します。I spent all of my money eating food. Eating food on my trip. But I think it's worth it. It's worth it. You barely get a chance to have food, like especially foreign food that's this good. Look at this. これも美味しい。糍锅边膜。钵钵鸡。Don't remind me. At least she's not saying and make it yourself like my mom. Oh, she did though. She did say. Pad Thai looks so oishi. It's so funny. So when I ordered Pad Thai, I actually told my mom, like, I was like, hey, I know you don't like sweet food, so you might not like this, but this is like very popular dish in Thailand, so I want you to try. And my mom tried it, and she was like, yeah, this is sweet. I thought what she meant by, yeah, this is sweet, is like she doesn't like it, but then she's like, this is sweet, but I still like it. I changed my mom. And this one doesn't look as delicious, but it's actually really nice. Like the crab meat is very juicy and like, oh, big chunk, oishikatta. And the egg is like runny egg. But the fish sauce is not that good. The fish sauce, the best fish sauce is still Aina's fish sauce. I will remember that forever. Aina has the best fish sauce. Also had this crab noodle, crab leg noodle. It was also really nice. My mom asked me to make this like really popular chicken dish in China. It's really complicated. Like it's supposed to go through like you have to fry the entire chicken and put a lot of herbs in it and then like cook it overnight in a huge pot like for hours and hours. I don't know why my mom asked me to cook it myself. It's just impossible. But yeah, if you guys aren't from Thai, obviously if you're in Thailand you can always have this kind of food. But if you're not from Thai, I strongly recommend you like when you go to Thailand to explore the different types of food. But I also do want to say that like Thai food has like quite a special spice and special taste, so it's probably like more acceptable by Asian than like white people. If you're not used to like Asian food. But personally, I think they have some great combinations and great vegetables and great seafood. I'm so hungry. Hi Effy, sabaidi. Sabaidi? What does that mean? ちょっと待って。ちょっと待ってね。Let me Google Translate. Does it mean hello or bye bye? Oh! What? It means hello? Isn't hello sawadika? Thai food tends to be sweet in general. Yeah, it does. But I think if you go to like good Thai restaurants, it's not that sweet. It finds a perfect combination between sweet, spicy, salty, and sour. That's really good. When I had Thai food in Australia, it's like way too sweet. Dame, 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 oh. Thai food in Australia, it's way too sweet. I cannot eat it all. I think I would only eat pad thai in Thailand. Sabadi, sabadi, ka, ka. Is there a ka? I think I'm gonna finish stream for today, but I'll have another stream tomorrow afternoon. Thank you all so much for coming today. 来てくれてありがとう. Remember to eat properly, sleep properly, and be healthy. Not every day. I know it's impossible every day, but at least then you can try it. ね、頑張って。じゃあ、バイバイ。また明日。See you guys tomorrow. じゃあね。I see Paulo streaming right now, so I'm gonna redirect to Paulo. Is that okay with you guys? Is it okay for me to redirect to Paulo? Good night, everyone. Oyasumi nasai.